Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Fantasy, sports, and politics. You want to talk back? You in the right place. So take a step back before I get all up in your face. I know you got to live, you know I got mine. But there's like 50 other dudes holding on the phone line. Your voice will be heard, sir. Next caller, please. And if I don't concur, we can agree to disagree. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Mr. FSP. Along with me today, you'll see if he stop messing with his camera, he'll stop messing up my freestyle, JT, because I had it all set. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Fantasy Sports and Politics with me. It's me, Mr. J. What the hell is he doing now? Mr. FSP with JT. We're airing a lot later than normal.
Oh, no kidding.
That's why. See it in the background?
PS5. What's that got to do with anything?
If people want a PS5, tell them where to go, JT. This show's sponsored by
Eternal Autographs and Memorabilia. You find them down here on Facebook by Mr. FSP. Eternal Autographs by Mr. FSP on Facebook.
That's where you'll find that PS5, y'all. That's where you'll find the Barry Sanders jersey, the Emmitt Smith jersey, the DK Metcalf jersey, the Allen Iverson jersey, soon-to-be Ray Lewis, Warren Sapp, Chris Carter, Mean Joe Green, Marshall Faulk. What can I say? But this is what we do. All right, so we're running a little behind because I had to go pick this up. But that does not mean that JT and I will not have mock draft 4.0 with some surprises. I've got some surprises.
Okay.
Why aren't you looking at the camera, JT? Why aren't you looking at the camera? You should be looking at the camera, JT. There you go. All right. Anyway, I'm giving Jerry. No, he's doing it on purpose. I don't care. It don't bother me. JT is going to have the first pick in the draft. Now, will he mess it up again? I don't know. I don't know if he's going to mess it up again.
Wait. Whoa. You know, I'll let you pick. Every time you picked, for the most part, I just said, okay, it's your pick, then I'll move on. And I got to adjust my board because of whatever you picked.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't agree with the pick, fine. It's your pick. It's a mock draft. It don't mean a hill of beans. Don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing.
Why so emotional then?
I'm just saying.
Why so emotional if it don't mean nothing?
Because you saying I'm messing it up. I'm not messing it up.
Hey.
It's a mock draft.
You're right. It is a mock draft, but you've been messing it up.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so with that being said,
I'm going to be consistent. I'll be consistent.
You consistently mess up?
I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be consistent. You think I'm messing it up? Well, guess what? Here it comes. Whether you like it or not, here it comes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're streaming live on Blog Talk Radio, audio-wise. We're streaming live on Facebook on my page, Victor Gardner. We're streaming live on Twitch, VICHBK. We're streaming live on YouTube, again, Victor Gardner. We have giveaways, jerseys, PS5. Nah, you got to buy that, player. You got to buy that. That ain't going to give away. Just letting you know I got another one sitting here waiting for somebody. But there's been a lot of chatter, JT. A lot of chatter this week. And I'm surprised you ain't said nothing about it. You got wide receivers deleting their stuff on social media, saying all types of things.
That to me, that's nothing new.
Well,
That's nothing new because
well,
wide receivers have been chirping all this offseason.
Excuse me. This one wide receiver saying, you know, don't even pay me, just trade me. Now I'm like, that's worse than what the quarterbacks are saying. Well, I don't hear nothing from JT. No. This receiver has gone on record with a NFL insider and on air saying it's not about the money. I just want to be there. I want to be a wide receiver. That is it. That is it. Trade me. I don't want to be here anymore. That's kind of worse than what Baker's said. I'm just saying. But we're not going to get into that until it's time to talk about it. With that being the case, that's what this show's about. We're going to mock it up. We're going to talk about the situations. And may the chips fall where they may. Now, I don't know what Jerry just went into the screen for.
Well, no, I'm looking directly into the screen. I'll show you how it's supposed to be done. Directly into the screen.
Carrying the ball 20 times a game requires power and valor, not niftiness. The water dog and whippet backs rarely survive the wail and howl of the banshee. Stacked defenses in the pro. They must meld the butt of a billy goat.
A long day for somebody.
The surge of a sprint. He does not move with polish or slick. His method is not Grand Prix, but demolition derby.
Hey, what's up, Big Dog Matt? I'm glad you're on with us because we're doing our final mock of the season because the draft is next Thursday. And by the time we get on air, it'll be the 4th, 5th, 6th.
No.
I said we. I didn't say you. I said we.
Just listen to me for a minute.
Okay.
And I'm just bringing
it out here. Yes.
And I'm just bringing it out here now because I got you live now. Mock is the draft is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which would be 5 o'clock Las Vegas time, if I'm not mistaken.
Las Vegas Pacific time, yes.
Are you going to be available?
It depends on how that day runs. And you know how situations get in my profession. But I should be there or at least coming home during that time frame. I can be on I can't be on StreamYard at 5 o'clock unless I leave early that day. I can be on the phone to call in and discuss the show, yes. But StreamYard, probably not. But if you want to do StreamYard, which has unlimited time for the draft, I have no problem with that. So I'm down to clown with that.
I'm able to watch the freaking draft and be on StreamYard at 8 o'clock Thursday evening when the first pick is out.
So we'll do this. Big Dog Mac, along with some other people that are watching. If you want to come to a draft party with us, we're going to go over every pick. We're going to bring you guys on to talk about who should be picked, why they should be picked. That's what we're going to do. Thursday, 8 p.m. is called Jerry's Place.
No. It's going to be Jerry the Master Plan. It's going to be on YouTube. Jerry the Master Plan.
And Big Dog, you did join a dynasty league. Good for you. We're gonna go over let's go over your team, Big Dog Mac. Let's go over your team after we do this mock draft. All right. We're gonna have you post it. If you want to come on air with us, just let me know. Shoot me a private message with your email address, or you can put it in here and I'll post it and we'll invite you to come on air with us.
Jerry Taylor, the Master Plan.
The Master Plan. I'm thinking it should be the FSP. We should do the crew show, for old time's sake. We should do the cruise show for old time's sake.
Okay, then you're gonna have to start it then. What do you mean? You cruise
You
show?
can start it.
Yeah,
All
but
you gotta do is hit the music.
yeah, but then how you gonna find it? How people gonna find it on YouTube?
No, what I'm saying is we're gonna do it on Facebook. I mean on Blog Talk Radio live for 3 hours.
You can't do it on Blog Talk Radio for 3 hours. Blog Talk Radio is only 120 minutes. That's
We
2
can do it
hours.
live on Blog Talk Radio for 2 hours and do StreamYard the other way for the rest of the time. Okay?
I want to do.
It's gonna be a quadruple cast. 2 hours on Blog Talk Radio, 3 hours or more on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So
then you have to set it up there because I don't have.
I'll be able to do it. I can set it up. I can see the invite. I can do that. I can also run it from my phone, so you can do what you need to do. And then once I get home, jump on my laptop. But we're wasting time, wasting valuable time. So you see this PS5 right there. If somebody wants it, show me the money. Show me the money. But right now, JT, the first pick of the 2020-22 NFL Draft is the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars and Jerry Taylor
I'm out.
are on the clock.
I'm out.
What are you timing out for?
Welcome, NFL fans, to the last
I already did the music.
mock draft between Victor and myself. The Jacksonville Jaguars have the first pick and are now on the clock. That's basically how you're supposed to do it. Maybe I didn't do it verbatim, but I set it up, started from the beginning to now.
Well, can you look at me instead of looking at the side?
And I know this is but Victor just has a problem being able to do things like this. That's where his co-host picks up the slack, this is how it's supposed to work.
Okay, you know what, Jerry? I'll take that. I'm gonna take that. You know why I'm gonna take it?
Why?
Because you corrected me on what I needed to do and the proper way. The same way I correct you on being fair and impartial when talking about Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray. That's the same way. Because you have a problem with being fair to them, but it's okay.
No, I don't, Victor, because the fact is the last 3 weeks at least is what I've been echoing for the last year.
I got it, but you haven't said nothing about Deebo. So let's get into the first pick of Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville is on the clock.
Very good. I like that.
Very good. I like that.
See, now that's very unprofessional. We're doing the streaming, and you're giving me the middle finger.
Well, we did a streaming last Sunday, and you shut it off early, so that was unprofessional too. But
no, it wasn't, because it was not going anywhere.
Jacksonville's on the clock,
and you weren't. If you, I hate to do this. I really hate it.
Can you make your pick?
If you look at podcasts, everybody is looking into the screen and talking as they're looking into the screen.
Okay, but you're not looking at the screen yourself right now.
I'm looking at you. Yes,
now you are. Now you are. But yeah, now you're looking away. Yeah. We can see one eye because of the glasses.
I'm looking right into the screen.
Okay, so let me help you out. Since this is what I actually do for a living, you never wear glasses when you're shooting video because the reflection hides your eyes as well as shows what's going on in the other way. So you take the glasses off so people can see your eyes. And that way everybody can tell when you're looking left, right, up, down, or you got your eyes closed. So now let's talk about the draft. Let's go.
With the first pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, no.
You just said let's talk about the draft.
The pick is in.
Thank you. And with the first pick, and I'll preface this with saying that there's been a lot of talk about who Jacksonville's going to take, whether it's two different defensive linemen or somebody on the offensive side who Doug Peterson likes. And I'm going like I went last week. I'm going with the offensive lineman, Cam Aquanu.
You're making Aquanu number one.
North Carolina State. We have a number one quarterback we picked last year, and we need to guard that number one franchise quarterback. And this is what I'm doing. I'm taking the first pick, what I feel is the best offensive tackle to protect my number one pick quarterback, my franchise quarterback.
Listen, you have no qualms from me other than the player. I totally agree with needing to protect your quarterback because Doug Peterson also went on record by saying they're looking at 4 particular players. Walker isn't one of them. He said that. Trayvon Walker is not one of them. But they're looking at 4 players for that number one spot. He said that this week. Hutchinson is obviously one of them. 2 are unknown, but it's believed to be left tackles. So you might have something. I don't think it's Aquanu, though.
You think it may be Evan O'Neal?
I think so.
Okay.
I
had a choice. I had a
No, I
choice
got you.
between those two guys, and I chose Aquanu because I like North Carolina State, 6'4", 310 versus Evan O'Neal. I just like Aquanu that much more.
But why do you like him that much more? Is the question.
He's capable of playing all 5 positions. He's more versatile than Evan O'Neal. He can play anywhere that you need him. He definitely can play a left tackle, but he can play anywhere you need him. Now we got Tunsil, if I'm not mistaken, on the left side, but sooner or later,
not in Jacksonville, guy. Tunsil is on your former team.
I'm trying to think on my former team.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You got Cam Robinson. I'm sorry, Cam Robinson. That's a left tackle. Don't know how much longer he's going to be effective. And you can always slide. If something happens to Cam Robinson, you can always slide him over to there. Yeah, or you can use him at left guard. Or you can use him at center. Or the right guard or right tackle. He's that versatile. You can never have too many offensive linemen. I said that before, and I'll say it again. I like Cam Aquanu.
Listen, I'm not going to knock your hustle because I can agree that a left tackle is made. Aquanu is very versatile, but that's the difference between him and Evans. People say that Evans is more so a guard than a tackle, but he can play and be effective at that level. So that's good. What are you? Be perfect. Are you doing stuff to your body on air? Jesus. The pick is in. And with the second pick in the 2022-23 NFL mock draft, the Detroit Lions gladly, proudly accepts one of their own from the University of Michigan. It's the bloodline. Aidan Hutchinson. Easy pick. Easy pick. Not only does he fit the need, but he also is probably the best player in the NFL draft this year. Overall, I like Aquanu and I like Evans. I really do. But Hutchinson is that guy. You're on the clock with your Houston Texans.
Not my Houston Texans anymore.
Say that louder so people can hear.
Not my Houston Texans any longer.
And can you tell the people why? And look at the camera when you tell them instead of looking off to the side.
Who got traded from the Houston Texans to the Cleveland?
Can you look at the camera when you say this, please?
There you go. Who got traded from the Houston Texans to the Cleveland Browns?
Oh, it was Deshaun Watson.
Thank you.
So you're saying you're not a Texans fan, you're a Watson fan.
I am a Brown fan.
Oh, so if the Browns cut Watson, are you still gonna be a Browns fan?
Yeah. Let me put it this way. I think the Browns are truly have a franchise quarterback that can be there for quite a few years.
If they cut him, are you still a fan of the team?
What?
If they cut him, if they find out, okay, well, he's gonna have to do something, like he's gonna have to do some time or whatever the case may be, if it becomes criminal.
He's not gonna do any time. Time for what?
I said if.
Well, look. Only kind of time he's gonna have to do is it's a suspension somewhere. That's the only kind of time. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if he doesn't play and start getting a chance, what are you going to do?
With the third pick, 2022 NFL draft, this probably is an easy pick too. A lot of controversies or trepidation about this guy. Is he going to give you full effort all the time?
Ooh.
Is he a Jadeveon Clowney clone? Is he going to take plays off? But I think it's worth a shot. Kayvon Thibodeau goes to the Houston Texans.
I don't think that's a good move. That's what's happening in Vegas. They're gonna boo. But it is your pick. Now, we had this conversation before, Jerry. We did. And I need you to tell the folks that did not hear that conversation why I think that's a bad move from what you have said.
From what I said before, I think that the talk is that this guy may be a comparable to Jadeveon Clowney. And one of the knocks on Jadeveon Clowney was that he took plays off, didn't give full effort consistently. Guy is 6'6". What is it? Jadeveon Clowney is about that, 6'6", 6'7", something like that. This guy is 254. That's just around the wheelhouse of Jadeveon Clowney. That's why I'm giving a comparable of Jadeveon Clowney. Size and height comparable to Jadeveon Clowney. And same, supposedly now it could all change in the NFL. The same attitude or mindset of Jadeveon Clowney about taking not games, but taking plays off. And I would have to think that I would take Thibodeau. You got to coach him up and try to inspire him or put into him that you got to put an effort out every play that you're in the game.
Thibodeau over Walker, but why Thibodeau over Walker?
Thibodeau shows you a lot of the talk on Walker is this. He's got a high potential. He's got high potential. He hasn't shown it, or he hasn't reached his potential, people think, yet. He only had eight sacks last year, if I'm not mistaken. Only 8 sacks last year. He's supposed to be a premier pass rusher. I got to believe that. I got to believe that somebody very, very close in the draft now is going to take him. And being a defensive coach is probably going to take him to get what they think his potential is. But if you see it on tape, like in the first pick with Equano, you see it on tape, like with the second pick with Hutchinson. You see it on tape every now and then, but you do see it on tape with Thibodeau. You don't always see it on tape with Trayvon Walker. Because the fact is, he's got to be coached up. That's what I think. He's got to be coached up.
Okay.
Where Hutchinson, Thibodeau, and Equano are more refined versus Thibodeau, who needs to get to where these guys are in being refined and being able to be consistent in what he can do. He's shown flashes. Now he needs to keep the flashes to be a consistent thing in his game.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. While Jerry was talking, we have a trade.
Okay.
The New York Jets trade Deebo Samuels. Or trade for Deebo Samuels. The San Francisco 49ers are on the clock. The 49ers receive the 4th and 10th picks in this year's draft. The Jets were aggressive, so we're going to pause it right there. Let's talk about Deebo. Deebo has said he doesn't want to be in San Francisco anymore. He wants to be a straight wide receiver. The word is that he was very upset when the 49ers fired Wes Welker. Now, I don't know why they fired Wes Welker. He was the wide receivers coach, but they fired him.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, because you claim to be the master plan, but I'm Mr. Fantasy Sports and Politics. Anyway, he was upset by that and the fact that they were using him at the wide receiver and running back position, knowing that a running back has less shelf life than a wide receiver. And he was getting banged up and things of that nature. The people that are in talks for this actual trade, if it were to happen, and I think it's going to happen, the Jets, the Lions, and the Packers. All three teams have 2 picks in the first round. That's what reported.
San Francisco have none.
Exactly. And that's what's being reported, that the 49ers are seeking in compensation because Deebo said, don't even make me a contract offer. I just want to be traded. So now it becomes straight business. No friendship, because now you have to think, if what's my man name? The John Lynch, the GM, and our boy Kyle Shanahan says, we have no chance of signing this guy. He's going to get franchise tag next year. And then, do it again? He might not even come in. Get what we can now, because this is a great time to not only get a receiver to take his place. That means Brandon Ayuk could be the number 1, but also get 2 first-round picks and fill other needs. So, time back in. With the 4th pick in the 2022-2023 NFL draft, via trade, yes.
And the trade is a first-round pick for Deebo Samuel. Is that what
I said? The 4th and 10th overall picks from the New York Jets to the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
The San Francisco 49ers select Ahmad Sauce Gardner, 4th overall pick.
Oh, really?
The New York Giants and Jerry Taylor are on the clock.
Yeah, hold on a minute. You threw me off with that one. Okay. Sauce Gardner.
I throw you off with it, Jerry.
Okay. Anyway, with the 5th pick in the 2022 draft, the New York Giants select Evan O'Neal, offensive lineman.
Evan O'Neal. Okay. Any reason why they go Evan O'Neal? Now I agree with it.
He's the next.
I agree with it,
he's
but
the
why?
next- to me, he's the next best offensive tackle, offensive lineman on the board, and the Giants need help on that. Saquon is screaming for that, and so is Daniel Jones. So is Brian Daboll, who's the offensive-minded coach. He knows he needs to protect and give every opportunity to Daniel Jones to succeed, and that starts with the offensive line.
Okay. So that throws a monkey wrench into this 6th pick of this draft. Everyone thinks that the Carolina Panthers are going to select a quarterback. They wanted that left tackle, O'Neal. We know that Matt Rule is an offensive-minded person, but he knows his job's on the line. The offensive coordinator had to back off of his words because when asked earlier this week, they said, well, the question was, are you confident Sam Darnold's your quarterback? And the offensive coordinator said, yes. On Thursday, the organization had to back off of that comment and say he is not committing to Sam Darnold being the quarterback. He was just saying if Sam Darnold were to be the quarterback, he's confident that Sam Darnold could be the quarterback. Here's what's in play. It's rumored that Jimmy G might be getting traded to the Panthers. The reason why Jimmy G is capable of being ready and leading that team at least to a possible playoff berth. And since Matt Rule, his job is on the line, you don't give him a rookie quarterback or a bad product to try to save his job. However, since the 49ers just pulled off that first trade, they're not getting another trade in this draft. So, with the 6th pick, the Carolina Panthers select Kenny Pickett, Pittsburgh.
Kenny Pickett. Really? Okay. No problem. All right, the New York Giants, not Jets.
Look at you want your Jets. Look at you want your Jets.
No, just New York Giants on the clock. And with the 7th pick in the 2022 NFL draft, the New York Giants select, I can't believe he fell this far, Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker. Okay. If that's what you want to do.
Trayvon Walker.
I wouldn't did that.
Giants need help on both sides of the ball. Defense.
I know, but I wouldn't have gone Walker. I personally would have gone a different, same position, different player. Especially with what you said. A lot of potential. I don't think, well, you made the pick. I already told you where I think it's their secondary that needs the help, but you went elsewhere. Especially after they just traded Peppers, the secondary, the safety. I would have thought you gone Hamilton or something like that, but you didn't. So, with the 8th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, in a surprise move, the Atlanta Falcons select Willis, quarterback, Liberty.
Okay. That is a surprise move, but okay. That's the way you want to go. No problem.
Go ahead, number 9.
All right, number 9, the Seattle Seahawks, and they need help. They do need help on the defensive side of the ball. They're not as good as they were before, and on the defensive side of the ball. And I would think that this guy would be a perfect fit for what they're looking for. Cornerback, not quarterback, cornerback from LSU, Derek Stingley Jr.
That is a surprise. I don't know if you're trying to just match me or what. I mean, I think you're just trying to match me. That's what I think. Just surprise, surprise, surprise. But I can't knock that. But if I'm in that position and know I just lost Bobby Wagner with nobody really to replace him, I'm going linebacker. That's just me. But with the 10th pick in the NFL 2022-2023 draft, via trade from Jerry's Jets, San Francisco 49ers select.
Hold it before you go. Before you say anything, I have my thoughts on what they should get in this pick.
Go ahead.
I have my thoughts. If they trade the 4th and 10th pick and from the from the Jets, and the Jets send a wide receiver and San Francisco sends a wide receiver to the Jets, I would think San Francisco takes one of those picks and uses it on a wide receiver. That's me thinking.
Are you looking at me or are you looking at the screen?
I'm looking at you.
Okay, so look at me and not the screen.
I would think they take a wide receiver.
You ain't even looking. Well, that would be a great idea. Unfortunately, it's the wrong idea. Not this high. Reason being is this. The 49ers are built off of strong offensive front, defensive front, right? And this guy is not going to fall. His fall stops here. With the 10th pick in the NFL 22-23 NFL draft, by a trade from the Jets, the San Francisco 49ers select from the University of Florida State, Jermaine Johnson.
Really? They got one of the best front fours in the NFL, and you're going to take another defensive lineman?
Yep. Rotation. Here's why. If you want, I'll answer why I did that. Bosa came back off a pretty bad injury, did pretty well last year, right? Buckner got traded to the Colts. Armstead is there, but Armstead's gone. He went to the Raiders. But you give them another high motor guy on that defense to go with Warner, Sauce. They might even pick Hamilton. I wouldn't put it past them to pick Hamilton to fill the need that they lost at safety. I wouldn't put it past them. But I think they're going to get the defensive lineman to get that pass rush going. That's my thoughts, and I'm going to stick to it.
Okay, then now have your beloved Washington Commanders in the next pick.
Why you got to say it like that?
Who likes Commanders, man? Come on.
I do not like the name, but I support my team.
I understand it. No problem. No problem. Okay, I'm just and it's freedom of speech, and I just say Commanders. Okay.
Okay.
With the
You
11th,
lucky I like the Browns.
With the
You
11th
lucky I like the Browns, man.
with the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL draft, with the 11th pick in the 2022 draft, the Washington Commanders select. This is a tough pick. I got my pick of the litter here, and I hate to do this, but because the fact.
Time out.
Well, I'm trying to.
Ron Rivera already said they're not picking a receiver with the 11th pick. He's already said it. He said it Wednesday.
This is my mock draft, and G. Let me tell you. Let me ask you something here. Let me ask you something before I put this pick in.
I mean, look at me with you.
I'm looking right at you. How many times does a general manager and GM lie or say a mistruth about who they're going to take in the draft?
Okay. I mean, that's a point taken, but at least Ron is an honest guy.
Okay. I'm believing if one of these two guys are sitting, waiting to get picked, they're going to take him because they need what Carson Wentz needs help. He needs help. Curtis Samuel, he ain't the dude, man. He's all right. He ain't the dude. Logan Thomas is coming back from an injury, and he's injury prone. You got Terry McLaurin, who's a very slight wide receiver, and you got a quarterback that isn't the most accurate. Now, do I take a wide receiver that's 6 feet, just about the size of Terry McLaurin, with an inaccurate quarterback, or do I take a big Mike Evans type wide receiver from USC? My thought is this. I take a tall 6'4", 210, 219, whatever he is, but he's tall and he's got a wide wingspan and catch radius, Drake London to the Washington Commanders.
Okay. Not that I disagree with what you're saying, but I believe Washington needs help on the offensive line. And there are several excellent ones left. I believe Ron Rivera is going to go linebacker, honestly. I think he's getting the kid out of Utah. That's what I think. But London would be a very good pick if not for Garrett. I think London not being able to showcase his speed or, how well he, breaks in and out or whatever, that might hurt him a little bit. Some people don't care, but at wide receiver, a possession guy can turn into a speed guy. Just look at Jerry Rice. On a skinny post, once Jerry caught the ball, you weren't catching him. And Jerry wasn't a speed guy. Wasn't a speed guy at all. So I can agree with what you're saying, but I don't think that's what they're going to do. Just food for thought. Going on to number 12 now. If you didn't know, I think, just me, I think the Minnesota Vikings need help. And since they need help, I think there's another trade. I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers will trade up in this year's draft from 20 to number 12 with the Minnesota Vikings. They swap places. Minnesota gets an extra second round pick this year. All because the quarterback that they wanted Willis was selected by Atlanta. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. The pick is in. The Pittsburgh Steelers lost out on Pickett. They lost out on Willis. Now, Spencer Rattler selected 12th overall.
Who?
Spencer Rattler, quarterback, University of Cincinnati.
Really? Okay.
I told you I got some trades for you.
Okay.
Okay. At number 13, your Houston Texans.
Shit, I'm on short here. Okay. All right. When you Houston Texans are at the 13th unlucky pick in the 13th NFL draft.
I agree with you, big dog.
The Houston selections Jordan Davis, defensive lineman.
I love this pick. I absolutely love this pick. Let me tell you why I love this pick, JT. I love this pick because Davis is a wrecking ball. He reminds me of who was a defensive tackle down there in the past, came from New England, but went to Houston. Now he just does barbecue. Vince Wilfork. Yeah.
Wolford. He played New
That's what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
A wrecking ball. Not going to be the tackle guy, but he's going to push the pocket back into the quarterback's face, and he's going to create havoc for the defensive linemen. Now, you got two defensive linemen for Houston. I like it. I wouldn't have gotten Thibodeau, but I like it. I think that's a good pick, even though some people might say it's too high.
No, it's not too high. Not to me. It's not too high.
I agree. Because that kid, he ran a sub-5, or it was sub-6, or it was sub-5, sub-6, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 300 plus pounds.
341 to be exact.
The kid can move.
Yeah.
Warren Sapp, if he plays like Warren Sapp, especially in that technique and that 2 technique, and Thibodeau decides to bring it, it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems down on the farm. Now, JT.
Yes, sir.
We got to discuss something here.
What?
We got to discuss something. We letting some prime offensive players fall.
Somebody's got to fall. Somebody has to fall.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But we come to a team in Baltimore that's not really looking for offense.
They need offensive line help, for one. They do need offensive line help.
They do, but that's not their primary. That's not their primary is defensive back. Now, last week I gave him a different player. This week, he's still on the board. From the University of Washington. Baltimore Ravens selecting 2022 NFL, 2022-2023 NFL draft. Trent McDuffie, cornerback.
Really? Christian Duffy? Wow. From Washington, Trent McDuffie you're talking about.
That's what I said. Trent McDuffie, dude.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. You took him way up there?
Yes, I did.
All right.
15th pick is on the clock. It is now.
I'm still in the same dilemma. Every time I get to these picks, the teams that I'm picking for have basically the same need, and it's a choice between: do I want a tall guy or do I want a shorter guy?
You don't go there with this tick, but hey, it's your pick. PS5, guys, if you want it, it's here. Go ahead.
I can't let this guy fall any further. I can't let this guy fall any further. The Philadelphia Eagles have Devontae Smith, who's a short, slight wide receiver. Do they want another one that's short, slight, and wide receiver, or do they
don't
want
want a receiver, period.
a taller, slighter wide receiver? I got to go with I can't believe this kid's going to fall, but you got to have offsets here. I don't like a set of two short wide receivers, almost like the same type. Devontae Smith, Garrett Wilson. I can't do that. So with the 15th pick in the 2022 draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jameson Williams.
Really?
Wide receiver, Alabama. Yes, really. Another Alabama wide receiver. Yes.
Okay. All right. With the 16th pick, the New Orleans Saints have a lot of needs. But this is an itch that needs to be scratched. This kid is pretty damn good. He's a monster. And when you lose your best lineman, the left tackle, you got to go out and get a possibly start from day one left tackle from the University of Northern Iowa, Trevor Penny.
Oh.
Trevor Penny.
Okay.
What you say?
I'm not going to knock. I'm not going to knock it. I told myself, whatever he picks, it's his pick.
So, what are your thoughts on it, though?
My thoughts. I wouldn't have picked him. My thoughts. I would have picked Charles Cross.
Who? Charles Cross? Yes.
Charles Cross.
I listen. I got Charles Cross ready for a different team because I know you're not going to pick him. But go ahead.
All right. The rich get richer. We have the 17th pick, and it's the LA Chargers. Some people want to think, oh, why the hell are they taking a player that they basically don't need? They got Keenan Allen. They got Mike Williams.
Why are you giving them receivers? Oh my
God. They got options at the wide receiver. But you can't miss. You cannot let this guy go any further. And when you have an opportunity to get a playmaker like this on a team that's got two playmakers of the same type, you got to take one of them. Chris Olave, wide receiver out of Ohio State.
Over Garrett? Okay.
There's a reason. Just like you have a reason, I have a reason.
I'm listening.
He's going to go a little further. He's going to go a little further. And when we get there, which is not too far from now, I'll let you know why.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, with the 18th overall pick and their second pick within 3 picks, the Philadelphia Eagles select a banger of a player. You can't stop this guy. He is just too hard hitting. He's just so fly.
Oh boy.
From the University of Utah, inside linebacker, Devin Lloyd. Monster.
Okay.
Monster.
All right. All right. The New Orleans Saints are on the clock. And we're going to team up one of these named players with a rookie. Going to bring him along.
Wait a minute, wait. Big Dog Mike has a question for you. How tall is Olave?
6 foot.
So you're saying he's 6 foot. Okay.
Okay. They got 2 type wide receivers that are on Ohio State. And Mike Thomas is from Ohio State. Jameis Winston likes to throw the ball down the field. Mike Thomas ain't the dude to be going down the field to. And this kid, the other pairing of Olave, likes to run 9 routes. Is able to get big plays down the field and would fit in with this offense. That's why I said I'm moving him down to team him up with a fellow Ohio State Buckeye and Mike Thomas. This is where I like Garrett Wilson to go to the New Orleans Saints.
The Eagles are not going to, I mean, New Orleans, well, okay. I think you might be on to something because I heard somewhere that they want to pair up. They want to pair up Mike, can't guard Mike with another tall wide receiver. I don't think that's going to happen, though, but it's your thing. Also, yesterday on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM, Dennis Miller, the real Dennis Miller, called in and said that the Steelers are going to get Mike Lichtenbaum, the center/guard. Unfortunately, at number 20, since I projected that trade, the Minnesota Vikings pick up an extra pick in the second round and still get a very, very valuable and probably number 3 or number 4 cornerback in this draft out of the University of Clemson, Mr. Andrew Booth. Go ahead, Jerry.
Okay.
Okay, number 21.
Where the hell are my notes at?
What the hell you know?
Anyway, with the 21st pick in the 2022 draft, the New England Patriots pick up a safety, Daxton Hill, out of Michigan.
Daxton Hill?
Yep. Got any thoughts on that?
You know, at number 21. Okay. I thought the Cowboys were right there, but okay. It's New England. All right. At 22, since this guy wasn't picked, and they're always looking for help, and he shouldn't have slid this far, but he did. And since Green Bay missed out on getting Deebo, the Green Bay Packers pick up probably the best receiver in the draft from Ohio State, Garrett Wilson.
I just no. I took Garrett Wilson for the New Orleans Saints. What
Oh,
the
you
heck?
did. You did. My bad. That is my bad. I see it right there. I thought he slid. That was my bad, y'all. Okay, I gotta relook at my stuff. Let me relook at my stuff. I pulled a Jerry, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, you
I
pulled
pulled a Jerry.
a Victor because it was Victor. It wasn't me.
So you got Williams and Garrett. No, you didn't. You didn't get Williams. You got Olave and Garrett. So with that being the case, the Green Bay Packers select from the University of Ohio, Jameson Williams.
Okay.
Excuse me, Alabama.
Yes,
University of
I
Alabama.
was about to say that. What the heck are you talking about? Hello. Come on, man. Stay with it.
Go ahead, number 23.
At number 23, the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this is where I'm going to throw a monkey wrench into this. I was waiting for this one. This one. You picked offensive linemen. You picked edge rushers. You picked linebackers. You picked cornerbacks. You picked wide receivers, and you picked quarterbacks. Where is the running back at? Where is the running back at?
There will not be one this
in
year.
this offense with only James Conner, who can mentor a running back, and they love running back by committee. And this guy, 4'3", 200 plus pounds, at what, 6 feet, 5'11", from Iowa State, Reese Hall, goes to the Arizona Cardinals.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But this is your mock. Hall. Okay. 24 on the clock. The Dallas Cowboys have a great pick here. They can either go Kenyon Green or they can go Lichtenbaum. They don't need a center right now. And they also have Cross, since Cross wasn't taken. So, do they go guard or do they go offensive tackle? That's the question, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Dallas Cowboys, in the 2022-2023 NFL Draft, 24th pick, select Cross, offensive tackle, Texas A&M. And they let Lichtenbaum go.
Okay.
25 there, buddy.
Okay. Buffalo Bills need their primary need is cornerback and wide receiver. Now, they're not going to take wide receiver. I tell you right now. They're not going to go wide receiver, but they do need help in a cornerback help. And with the 25th pick, since Reese Hall is gone, they're going to go take a cornerback out of Florida, Kair Elam. Out of Florida.
I like Elam. Okay. It's not a bad pick. 26th pick. Kansas City said, you know what? We got 2 picks. I'm not worried about losing old boy Tyreek. He wanted too much money.
What are you talking about? Kansas City, who's got this pick?
Kansas City has 26.
Tennessee.
Oh, crap.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Kansas City got 29 and 30.
My bad. Well, there's
You got to back up now.
there's a problem in Tennessee if you didn't know.
What's the problem?
AJ Brown. He wants to be
I don't think it's a real big problem. I think they're going to take care of him.
Well, he wants to be paid.
Well, he should be paid.
And who's behind AJ now? Think about that. Is there another receiver ready to step up?
Yep. There's a couple of them, at least, that I can think right off the top of my head.
Okay, well, name one.
Christian Watson.
He didn't do much this past year.
Or Jahan Dotson. They have neither one of them taken yet.
What I'm saying is already on the team, not getting drafted, guy.
Oh, already on the team? Well, Drake London's gone. Olave, Garrett Wilson.
Dude, listen. I said, who is behind AJ Brown in Tennessee? Exactly. You can't name one.
I can't name him.
Exactly.
There's a player that just went there. They just picked him up.
It was Robert Woods at number.
Yeah, Robert Woods.
Traded him.
That's it, Robert Woods, right?
But outside of that, nobody else. Right?
Right. Go ahead. Okay. Come on, get it out.
This dude. So they're a run first team. And this guy happened to fall to them. Even though they really don't need him, you can never have you need 2 solid ones. And he fell precipitously from the University of Notre Dame. In the 22-23 NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans select Kyle Hamilton, safety.
Wow. I'm surprised he fell this far. Wow.
I agree.
Wow. Okay. I have the 27th pick.
Yes, 27th pick.
Which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got the GOAT. They need to protect him. He's not a mobile quarterback, and he's 40 plus years old. Out of Boston College at 6'2", 300 plus pounds, Zion Johnson.
Good pick. That's a good pick. All right. 28th pick. Green Bay Packers. They already went and got a wide receiver. Do you think they get another wide receiver? Nah. Not Green Bay style. Is Bakhtiari any good? He was, but is he still? So, Aaron Rodgers. We tried to get you Deebo. We didn't get you Deebo. We did get you a decent wide receiver, though. He's a rookie. but he's got hands. Right? Right, Jerry? You did give Green Bay a receiver, right?
You have Green Bay. I just went.
I said before.
Yes.
You had Green Bay before.
Absolutely.
And you gave them a receiver, correct?
Absolutely.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
You gave them a receiver, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think they go on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
Zadarius Smith is gone, right? They need a defensive lineman to stop the run. Plain and simple. Or do they need a safety? This is a question. The reason why it's a question is because they have not been solidified at safety in a long, long time. But this guy hasn't been picked yet. And I don't know why we didn't pick him yet. But Trayvon Walker goes to Green Bay.
Nah, Trayvon Walker. What the heck are you doing, man?
Did you pick Walker? Because I didn't pick him.
Trayvon Walker went to Houston Texans. What the heck are you talking about?
No, you gave them Thibodeau and
Trayvon
and
Walker.
You gave them Thibodeau and Davis because you gave them Davis for the defensive tackle. Yeah, you made that pick. You gave him Davis at 13.
Walker went with the
Stop. You didn't call Walker.
4, Gardner at 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th pick.
You gave him, hold on, 7.
Look at the 7th pick.
I picked odd, and I don't believe I recall.
I picked odd. I picked odd. You pick even.
Oh, you're correct. You're correct. You're correct. Number 7. Let me see. Ladies and gentlemen, got to pause the draft. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Shut up.
I'm trying not to do a Vic. Of course, you can't say I'm doing a Jerry. You sure doing a Vic. Come on, man.
Whatever. I didn't think he got picked. I was keying him up too.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, this dude gonna fall.
Yeah.
All right, that was on me, y'all. I gotta find a different player now. Shut up, Jerry. Shut up. Oh man, who's picking?
Green Bay at 29, 28.
All right.
You have the evens. I have the odds. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Come on.
So Green Bay goes offensive lineman Lichtenblom, plays center and guard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Over Kenny Pickett.
I would. What do you mean, Kenny Pickett's been gone, man.
You didn't pick Pickett? Pickett. Oh, no. Wide receiver Pickett. Pickens. I'm sorry. Pickens.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Help me. Mr. Know-it-all. Okay. No problem. Anyway, with the they have 2 picks. 2 picks, and Christian Watson's still sitting on the board, waiting to get picked in the first round, but I don't think it's going to happen. Kansas City is I don't. Well, let me put it this way: with this pick, it's not going to happen because with the 30th pick or 29th pick, no, I'm doing this. I'm sorry, we're not doing this. I'm taking another wide receiver, and we're going.
You're only doing number 29 though.
Yeah, 29. At number 29, the Kansas City Chiefs take wide receiver out of North Dakota State, 6'4", Christian Watson.
I like that pick. I was going to give him Pickens, but I like that pick. All right, at number 30, they got back-to-back picks. Kansas City selects out of the University of Michigan safety, Daxton Hill. They needed a safety, they get a safety.
Okay. All right. I got the 31st pick, my last pick for this draft. It's been an interesting draft. And it's the Cincinnati Bengals, who, in my opinion, need a cornerback, safety, or defensive lineman. And I'm going with a cornerback out of the University of Auburn, Roger McCreary.
McCreary?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. With the 32nd pick and all the other quarterbacks gone, Detroit selects for the future and development Matt Corral, University, Mississippi.
And you let Desmond Ridder fall to the second round. Is that what you're telling me?
No, remember, I already picked Ridder. Ridder already got picked.
Where was Ridder picked?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Ridder was picked. I'll tell you. I spelled his name wrong, but he got picked. I picked him.
Rattler?
Yeah. Yeah, it was supposed to be Ridder.
At number 12? At number 12?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Riddler, but it was Rattler.
That's why I don't know who it is. Rattler?
Yes, Riddler. I fat fingered it.
Oh God.
All right.
Who was
God bless you.
Thank you. So he went to the Minnesota Vikings?
Who?
Rattler.
Remember, I said there was a trade. Pittsburgh and Minnesota.
And they picked up. Oh, okay. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, pulling a Jerry.
Whatever.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes 4.0. Now, we went from no quarterbacks being drafted to 5.
5. Yeah, right. You're right.
5.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. But it's all based upon these potential trades.
You picked the quarterbacks. I didn't pick any of those quarterbacks. They had to fall in at whatever position, but you picked all the quarterbacks.
I did, and I did it based upon the difference in picks that were made. Right? Because we picked a whole lot of different people in different places this time. We don't have one draft where all 4 people are. Actually, we do. Sauce Gardner. He was picked at number 4 in every draft.
And last draft, I picked Ikem Ekwonu with the Jaguars.
Yeah, but not all 4 times.
Just last draft, I'm saying. Just last draft.
Yeah.
The
you
last
couldn't pick number 1 all the time because you didn't have the first pick all the time is what I'm saying.
That's right.
But Sauce Gardner is the only person we really have consensus on.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Different teams, like I said, he got traded to or the pick got traded to the 49ers in exchange for Deebo, but I think it's a pretty good trade.
Well,
Good.
I want to comment on this one pick.
Go ahead.
Been consistent throughout the draft. Number 4. He's a good cornerback, but he's handsy. He's handsy.
He's going to get some flags. Okay.
He's handsy. That may be a problem.
If he's in the 49ers system, he's going to need to be.
But he's handsy. If he's handsy, he's going to get a lot of either defensive holding or pass interference calls on him.
I know.
That may be a problem. Every tape that I've seen seems like within the first 5 yards, he's got his hands on a wide receiver. After that, he still has his hands on a wide receiver.
Well, if he can get away with it. If he get away with it.
That's a problem.
Well, think about this. Defensive coordinator. San Francisco. Who is it?
It's not Robert Saleh anymore. So
I know. He's a former, he born and raised in D.C., went to Anacostia. After that, he was drafted. D'Amico
Ryans?
Yes.
Well, he's a linebacker.
Exactly.
What does he know about a freaking cornerback?
He was a defensive coordinator last year.
He used to play for the Houston Texans.
He was a defensive coordinator last year, and he played his corners somewhat on press. He let them go one-on-one a lot.
That's why I'm saying it may be a problem because the fact the guy's handsy. He's handsy. And if he's handsy, he's going to get penalties called on him because...
I understand. But the style is what I'm saying works.
Just remember what I said. April 23rd, 2022 is what I said about this kid. I got reservations. When I've seen him on tape, he likes to keep his hands on the wide receiver, a la Richard Sherman. I know Richard Sherman is a possible but Richard Sherman, when he goes one-on-one, is a problem. When he's in cover 3, he's really a good corner. But if he's one-on-one, he's constantly what I could call him toast. Because he's getting constantly.
But Sauce is constantly one-on-one and is not toast.
Okay. I'm just saying as a temper your expectations, in my opinion, because what I've seen is what I've seen, and if he likes to use his hands.
The thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, his last name is Gardner. Jerry has a problem with him. It's okay.
I got no problem with any. What I see is what I see, and I call.
You can't see without your glasses.
Well, I can see you fine, and I can see what I saw on taping this guy. He likes to keep his hands on wide receivers. And that's one way of a cornerback being able to keep up with wide receivers by slowing them down, keeping their hands on them, keeping them within the arm's reach. They ain't gonna let that happen in the NFL. Bigger, stronger, faster wide receivers. He may have a problem. That's what I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our 2022-2023 NFL mock draft for the year. It's been fun, interesting. Like I said, the only consistent player that we both agreed upon is Sauce Gardner. And Jerry just said he has some reservations about him, per usual, but it's okay. We'll see.
Usually my gut instinct is correct. Okay. My gut instinct, and I expressed on shows, multiple shows, about said quarterbacks. And I don't want to get into it. I know you think I have a bias, but it's not that. It's just that from the beginning, I said about certain players, definitely about certain quarterbacks. And my gut instinct has been correct. It's been correct. So I'm just saying, I don't have a bias toward any player. I call it like I see it. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like. You can't handle the truth. But yes, you can't handle the truth. Let me put it this way, Victor. What I've been saying over the years, and you've been in denial. People have been talking for the last 3 to 4 weeks about these said players of what I've been saying since they've been in the league. I'm just saying. Come on, man. I have no bias toward any player.
Yes,
I just call it like I see it. And like some.
Okay, let's put it this way. You call it like you see it, but you call that more often than anything else. Meaning there's other things going on that are very similar that you choose to ignore, but you're going to call out certain people. It's okay.
If you want to believe that, it's fine.
Somebody
tomorrow on a master plan, we're going to bring up players that I wouldn't say talk too much, but are not happy. And I'm going to give you my opinion on those said players and the trend. I thought we talked about this, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, fine. But I thought we talked about this, was it last year or year before, about players getting disgruntled and wanting to get moved. And I said, you're going to start seeing that. Oh, we talked about it right after Colin Kaepernick, about players voicing their opinions.
Dog, that wasn't last year.
Quite a few years ago, but we talked. I talked about it. I said you're going to start to see players voicing their opinion more than in the past. And now it may take it a few years, but it's come to fruition right now. So fruition.
Yeah, I know, but a few years. It's been quite a bit since college.
Well, it's been few of them. I'm just saying few of them. And the fact is, these players. That's why you see this year named players, crazy named players that you would never think would get moved. Which I've never seen so many named players get traded. Top Pro Bowl style players get traded away for draft picks. The only team that's not doing it, and I'll get into this more, the only team not doing it.
What you want me to do?
Only team that's not doing it is the Rams. The Rams are saying those draft picks. That's what they're saying. Give me players that we know what they can do. The heck with those draft picks. That's why in the last 4 years, they haven't had a first round or a second round draft pick, which is crazy. But they picked up players other than those draft picks, and they won the Super Bowl last year. So,
all right. So that's tomorrow after you took 20 years to talk about it. It's okay. Same bat time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the master plan. Sunday morning. Not sure if he's going to do StreamYard or not.
90
He's
seconds.
just so frustrated right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not frustrated. It's just, you put your little snippets in it, but that's okay.
Well,
I understand the source. It is what it is. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning on Blog Talk Radio. I'll be talking about players.
You said what you're gonna talk about. I only got 1 minute, so you're good. You said what you're gonna talk about.
We talk about players
tomorrow.
I'll be talking about players.
That's the plan. What we got going on next Saturday? We're gonna do a draft recap. Draft recap and talk a little baseball. Sound good, JT?
What about Thursday? Hello.
I said next Saturday. We already talked about this Thursday, 8 p.m. live draft party. JT and me on all platforms. With that being said, we got to get out of here. See y'all next week.
You want to talk back, you in the right place. So take a step back before I get all up in your face. I know you got to live, you know I got mine. But there's like 50 other dudes holding on the pole line.
That's my Jerry.